Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we're going to follow the moment CEO Alex stops being a visitor in Henry's life when one sudden cry in the supermarket forces him to hold his baby the right way, and everything inside him starts to change. If you enjoy the story, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next videos. In the soft morning light filtering through the curtains, Henry's tiny face rests peacefully in the crib. Cheeks warm, lips barely parted like he's dreaming of something gentle. Tuna stands beside him, fingertips stroking her son's cheek with a tenderness that looks like habit carved into her bones. Then she turns to Alex. Alex is tall and a little stiff, still carrying that faint office scent leather, ink, the sharp cleanliness of a world that runs on schedules. Right now, he looks out of place, like a new student who walked into the wrong classroom. Tuna offers a small smile, warm but steady, and speaks in a low voice so Henry won't wake. "Hold him like this," she says, guiding his arms with calm confidence. Right hand supporting the head, left arm cradling the body. "Don't be afraid. Babies don't break." Alex draws a slow breath. Hands used to signing multi-million-dollar deals now tremble as he reaches forward. The moment his fingertips brush Henry's skin soft as velvet, something runs up Alex's spine. Not fear, awe. The kind that tightens your chest because you suddenly understand how fragile life can be. Tuna watches closely. Her gaze is tender, but there's a quiet challenge in it too, like she's asking without words. "Are you really here? Are you willing?" She guides him step by step, how to change a diaper without rushing, how to warm a bottle and test it on the wrist, how to support Henry's neck when lifting, how to soothe a fussy cry without panicking. Alex listens like this is the most important meeting of his life. He mimics every motion, careful and precise, but the first attempts are clumsy. Henry squirms and makes a small, unhappy sound, as if reminding him this world doesn't care about quarterly targets. And in that instant, Alex feels a quiet emptiness he never named before, the void left by care he hasn't learned yet, by a wordless connection he can't solve with logic. Tuna sees it flicker in his eyes. The CEO armor doesn't vanish, but it cracks enough for something human to show through. Softly she says, "He trusts you already." The words drift like a breeze, but they land heavy. Not pressure, promise. A thread tying Alex to Henry, and to her, in the hush of the room where time slows and something new begins to take root. The apartment soon fills with gentle bustle. Tuna opens the closet and pulls out the stroller, checking straps and wheels the way she always does. She packs extra bottles, spare diapers, and a soft blanket into the underbasket, neat and practiced. Alex watches like he's trying to memorize every detail. "Try pushing it," Tuna says, her tone carrying quiet trust. Alex bends, grips the handle, and nudges it forward. The wheels glide smoothly across the wooden floor. Henry lies inside with wide eyes, staring upward as if the ceiling has become a brand new sky. A strange warmth settles over Alex, not burden, not obligation, but something tender pressing lightly against his shoulders. Tuna double-checks her bag, then looks up. "Let's go." They step into the hallway. Alex pushes the stroller. Tuna walks beside him. Her fingers brush his arm in a fleeting touch, almost accidental, yet it sends a small jolt through his chest. Cool morning air sweeps in, carrying the fresh scent of cut grass drifting from the nearby park. When they reach the street, sunlight bathes the three of them, and for a second, Alex feels like he's inside a family portrait he never pictured himself in. He steals a glance at Tuna. She smiles down at Henry, eyes soft in a way that makes Alex's heart ache. A new feeling rises in him, not pity, but a quiet longing to shield them, to stay in their orbit, to make sure this small life doesn't feel lonely again. The stroller rolls steadily along the sidewalk, each turn of the wheel like a shared heartbeat, carrying them toward the supermarket where an ordinary errand will quietly become one of Alex's deepest lessons. The supermarket greets them with warm bread, scent, and soft music. Tuna leads the way, the stroller gliding through aisles. They reach the baby section. Formula, bottles, wipes, toys. Alex slows, a little stunned by how many choices exist for one small stomach. Tuna checks a can, scans ingredients, sets it down. "You choose one," she says. Alex hesitates, picks up the wrong age label, then corrects himself with her gentle guidance. He reads carefully, checks the age range, and places the right can into the cart, slow, deliberate, certain. Henry coos as if approving. Tuna laughs quietly, and Alex feels the tightness in his chest loosen. Here, there are no deadlines, only small decisions carrying immense weight. The cart fills with essentials, vegetables, yogurt, crackers. Tuna shows him how to check dates and pick ripe fruit. They move slowly, like partners learning the same rhythm. Then Henry cries, sharp and sudden. Tuna reaches down, but Alex raises a hand. "Let me try." Tuna pauses, then nods. Alex lifts Henry exactly as he was taught, supporting the head, cradling close. He pats the baby's back and murmurs soft nonsense, not because words matter, but because the voice does. For a second, Henry keeps wailing, then the cry softens. Henry settles against Alex's shoulder, seeking warmth like he recognizes it. Tuna stands beside them, eyes glistening, her hand resting lightly on Alex's arm. The supermarket noise fades into blur, time stretches thin. All that exists is the quiet rhythm of 3 heartbeats. When Henry calms fully, Alex lowers him back into the stroller with exquisite care. Tuna's smile says everything. He did it. They resume shopping, but the air has shifted no longer. Teacher and student, now companions. Golden late afternoon light bathes the path home. The door clicks shut behind them like the end of a small journey. Tuna carries the bags to the kitchen. Alex wheels the stroller into the living room. "Hold Henry for me," Tuna asks, tired but tender. This time, Alex doesn't hesitate. He lifts Henry, and the small body settles against his chest as naturally as breathing. He paces, rocking gently, humming a nameless tune. Henry's eyes droop, tiny fingers clutch Alex's collar. Tuna pauses mid-unpacking, watching the man who once felt distant now cradle her son with a softened gaze. She approaches and rests a hand on his shoulder. No words pass. The silence speaks everything. Tuna starts washing the fruit at the sink, water running in a steady stream. Alex watches her for a second, then adjusts Henry higher on his shoulder the way she showed him. The baby's breathing is warm against his collarbone, and Alex catches himself matching the rhythm, slower and calmer. He carries Henry toward the window, rocking gently while Tuna opens cabinets and makes room on the shelf. When she turns, her eyes pause on Alex's hands, sure now, not frantic, and her expression softens into something close to relief. Alex clears his throat, wanting to say 1,000 things, but only one comes out. "I'm learning," he admits. Tuna nods once, as if that's all she needed to hear, then reaches over and briefly squeezes his arm. Henry sighs, and the apartment feels lighter already. Together, they unpack formula on the shelf, vegetables in the fridge, while Henry rests peacefully in Alex's arms. Every movement feels deliberate, almost ceremonial, like a family still taking shape. When everything is done, they sink onto the sofa, Henry nestled between them, sunset draping the room in orange gold. Alex looks at Tuna, then at Henry, and for the first time, the hollow inside his chest feels filled not with ambition, but with quiet, irreplaceable presence. The small kitchen glows under warm, yellow light, the kind that makes even plain countertops feel softer. Tuna stands at the sink rinsing vegetables, sleeves pushed up, hair tucked back. Alex is beside her with his sleeves rolled, watching her hands the way he watched spreadsheets focused, trying to learn the pattern. "You can start with the onions," Tuna says, sliding a cutting board toward him. Alex picks up the knife like he's handling a tool he respects. He positions the onion, presses too hard at first, and the blade slips slightly. Tuna reaches over without judging and adjusts his grip. "Light touch," she reminds him, voice calm, "don't force it." Alex nods, jaw set in concentration. He tries again, slower. The knife moves carefully, and the onion finally yields. The smell hits his eyes almost immediately. He blinks fast, then pretends it's nothing. Tuna smiles under her breath. "You're tearing up already." "It's the onion," Alex says, defensive but amused. "Not my emotions." Tuna laughs quietly, and the sound lifts something in the room. It doesn't erase the weight they've carried, but it loosens it. In the living room nearby, Henry sits in his bouncer, wide eyes tracking their movements. Every so often he lets out a small, delighted giggle, like he's entertained by the simple choreography of adults trying to feed him. Garlic hits the pan, the sizzle rises, warm and familiar. The scent spreads quickly, mixing with the sweetness of steaming rice and the clean bite of fresh herbs. The kitchen starts to feel like a place meant for living, not just surviving. Alex glances at Tuna as she moves. A stray strand of hair has fallen across her forehead. There's faint sweat at her temple from the stove heat, and her focus is quiet but steady. He's seen women in glittering galas, perfect makeup, rehearsed smiles, yet right now, in this plain kitchen, Tuna looks more beautiful than anyone he's ever seen. He pauses with the knife in midair, and the question comes out before he can stop it. "Are you tired?" Tuna doesn't look up right away. "I'm fine," she says automatically. But Alex hears the truth in the small pause before the words. He sets the knife down. "You don't have to be fine all the time," he says gently. Tuna finally looks at him. In her eyes, there's gratitude, deep, quiet, almost embarrassed by how much it means to be asked. She gives a small nod and turns back to the pan. They keep cooking, side by side. Their shoulders brush sometimes, and their hands touch briefly when one reaches for salt at the same time as the other. Nothing dramatic, just closeness that feels earned. As they work, conversation slips in naturally, the way warmth finds gaps. Alex mentions his day, meetings stacked like dominoes, pressure from clients, numbers that refuse to behave. He doesn't boast. He doesn't dramatize. He just tells it like a man who's tired of carrying it alone. Tuna listens, humming softly, not interrupting, just letting his words land. Then, slowly, Tuna talks too. Not in big speeches, in small pieces. How lonely it felt at first raising Henry. How she learned to listen for his breathing in the dark. How she used to hold her phone at night, staring at it, wondering if she should call anyone, then putting it down because she didn't want to be a burden. Alex's throat tightens. He wants to apologize again, but he knows apologies are cheap if they don't come with change. So he stays present. He keeps slicing. He keeps stirring. He keeps standing beside her. Henry giggles again, louder this time. Tuna turns and smiles at him, and Alex follows her gaze. The baby kicks lightly in the bouncer, arms waving, like he's celebrating the sound of their voices, sharing the same room. When the food is ready, Tuna plates it carefully. Alex carries Henry closer, holding him so the baby can smell the dinner. Henry's eyes widen. Then he makes a soft, excited sound, like he approves of the warmth filling the home. Tuna watches them, emotion swelling, hope tangled with regret for what was missing before, but mostly joy for what is here now. The meal isn't fancy, but it feels like a feast because it's shared. They sit down. Alex places Henry nearby where he can be watched, and they eat slowly. The first bite is quiet, and then Tuna's eyes lift to Alex's face, waiting. Alex chews, then nods. This is really good. Tuna's shoulders relax, just a little, as if she's been holding tension even here. Alex takes another bite and feels the warmth spread through his chest, not just from food, but from the simple fact that he is here, eating with them, not running away into work. Henry watches the plates with fascination. He coos, then laughs, and both adults smile without thinking. When dinner is finished, they clean up together. Alex washes dishes while Tuna wipes down counters. Their movements sink easily now, like they've done this before, even if they haven't. The apartment fills with the calm of ordinary routine, a calm that feels miraculous after months of strain. Night falls quietly. The living room glows under a soft bedside lamp and a dim hallway light. Tuna prepares the last bottle of the day, testing the warmth on her wrist the way she always does. Alex sits in the armchair with Henry cradled securely against him. The baby drinks contentedly, eyes drooping, tiny hand wrapped around Alex's thumb with surprising strength. Tuna sits beside the chair, humming a gentle lullaby. Her voice flows through the dark like a small stream, steady, soothing, familiar. Alex listens, feeling Henry's breaths rise and fall on his chest. He pats the baby's back in slow, practiced motions. He doesn't have to think about it now. His body remembers. When the bottle is empty, Henry lets out a soft sigh and settles deeper into Alex's arms. His eyelids flutter, then seal. A true sleep takes him, heavy and trusting. Alex doesn't rush to lay him down. He holds Henry a little longer, as if he's afraid the moment might disappear if he moves too fast. Tuna watches him, eyes soft with emotion. She doesn't tease him, she understands. "Thank you for today," she whispers. Alex shakes his head slowly, still staring at Henry's sleeping face. "I'm the one who should thank you," he says. "You've been doing this alone for too long." Tuna's throat tightens. She reaches out and rests her hand lightly on Alex's wrist. The gesture is small, but it anchors the room. Silence settles around them, not heavy, not awkward, full of two people finally aligning, finally breathing in the same rhythm. When Alex stands, he moves carefully, carrying Henry like something sacred. He steps to the crib and lowers the baby into it with utmost gentleness, supporting the head, easing the body down, making sure the blanket sits just right. Henry doesn't stir. He only exhales softly, peaceful. Alex stands there for a moment, watching. The tiny chest rises and falls. The world feels quiet in a way that doesn't scare him anymore. He turns and finds Tuna standing close, eyes shimmering. They don't touch right away, but no distance remains between them. Alex feels the shift clearly. He is no longer only a CEO managing outcomes. He is a man learning how to nurture, how to stay, how to love without needing control. Tuna feels it too. The loneliness that defined her days has changed shape. She's still a mother, still responsible, but she's not alone in it anymore. Alex steps closer. His voice is low. "Tomorrow, we do this again." Tuna nods, a soft smile forming through her emotion. "Yes," she says. Together, they stand in the stillness, listening to Henry's even breathing, and to the synchronized rhythm of two adult hearts finally beating in the same direction. A new chapter begins, not loud, not dramatic, quiet, profound, and brimming with hope. In a calm morning at home, Tuna teaches Alex how to hold 2-month-old Henry safely, how to change diapers, warm bottles, and soothe cries. Alex, used to corporate control, feels awe and uncertainty as he learns that care can't be managed like business. They prepare a stroller and head to the supermarket, where Alex faces the overwhelming baby aisle and must choose the right formula and supplies. When Henry suddenly cries, Alex insists on trying. He lifts Henry exactly as Tuna taught him and calms him with gentle pats and soft murmurs, shifting their dynamic from teacher and student to true partners. Back home, Alex holds Henry naturally while Tuna unpacks, and the apartment feels lighter. They cook together, share quiet stories, and enjoy a simple meal while Henry giggles nearby. At night, Henry feeds peacefully in Alex's arms, and Alex tucks him into the crib with care. Tuna realizes she's no longer alone, and they promise to do it together.